Hey friends, I'm Robin and this is BitBirdie. This is going to be a bit of a different video where I'm going to be talking about my two favorite games. So why are there two? Well, one of them is a game that I think is pretty much perfect in terms of the actual components that make up the game. So I'm going to call that one my theoretical favorite. And the other game is one that's moved me in a way that no other game has. I'm going to call that one my heart's favorite game. Let's start with my theoretical favorite, and that is Hollow Knight by Team Cherry. This Metroidvania is the whole package. A rich, immersive world, crisp and satisfying gameplay, amazing art, and this beautifully melancholy soundtrack that you're hearing right now. I found the pacing of this game just perfect. You acquire new skills and unlock new areas at a rate where it never feels boring or overwhelming. The story is sort of vague but intriguing, and all the storytelling is done with elements in the environment, the journal, and hints from NPCs' dialogue. Speaking of NPCs, the ones in Hollow Knight are filled with so much character and charm, even though they're all just a bunch of bugs. The only complaints I have about this game are that I do prefer more straightforward storytelling, although the cryptic lore did give the game a cool, mysterious vibe. You can find some explanations of the game's lore that people have come up with online, and they're pretty cool and really convincing. Also, some of the boss fights are really hard. I needed my partner's help on a couple of the bosses, including the final one. We actually didn't manage to beat him ever, so we just watched a video about what happens at the end of the game. Okay, now for my heart's favorite game, and that is of course Undertale by Toby Fox. This is by far the most wholesome, heartwarming, and hilarious game that I've ever played. The main hook in this game is that in every combat encounter, you can choose not to fight and just talk to the enemy instead, or interact with them in some non-violent way. These conversations range from lighthearted and silly to surprisingly tragic. I didn't expect to feel so much emotion for characters that look like this. This game will play on your preconceived notions and challenge your morality. There are also a ton of unique situations and dialogues that you can unlock depending on certain choices you make in the game. The next thing I'm about to say is a bit of a spoiler, but I think you need to have this information in order to get the full experience of the game and uncover the true story. But if you really want to go in as a blank slate, just skip forward to this time over here. Okay, so there are 3 main endings in Undertale, and you need to play through the game in 3 different ways in order to see all the endings. There's the pacifist route, where you don't kill any of the enemies, the neutral route, where you kill at least one enemy but not all the enemies, and there's the genocide route, where you kill every enemy you encounter. This one will make you really sad. The last thing I'll say about this is that you need to play the neutral route first before the game will let you see the other endings. When I found out that Undertale was created by just one person, besides some help with art, I was so inspired and I wanted to do the same thing. So here I am, 5 years later, finally working on my dream game. I'm hoping that I'll be able to create something that'll make people laugh, cry, and maybe even get inspired to create something for the world, like I was. I decided to do a little bonus lightning round for the end of this video where I'm just going to list a bunch of other games that I love that I think more people need to know about. In no particular order, here they are: Night in the Woods, Transistor, The Stanley Parable, Lisa the Painful, Hyperlight Drifter, Abzu, Celeste, and A Short Hike. If you have any other game recommendations, be sure to leave them in a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time!